What's going on, Battlefielders? I've got another military weapon setup for you today, and the real life forces we're going to represent in today's episode is Sweden's SOG. This is one military force I've really wanted to cover in some sort of Battlefield 4 loadout since the AK-5C was introduced to the series. The AK-5 is Sweden's own modified version of the FN-FNC, and the BF4's AK-5C is the most recent shortened down carbine version of the AK-5, following suit with all the latest kind of modular rails for various attachments. Sweden's Special Operations Group, or SOG, are the most notable users of the AK-5C, so that's who we're going to represent in today's military weapon setup. So grab yourself the AK-5C in Battlefield 4, and here's the list of attachments we'll want to run to make this realistic, real-life setup. Now, the standard optic for the AK-5C in real life is the Aimpoint Comp M2, which is a popular reflex sight with no magnification, but unfortunately it's not one we've got available in Battlefield 4. However, we can use the Russian PKAS sight, which is their standard holographic sight with no zoom, that does look very close in appearance to the Comp M2. Otherwise, for the accessory, we always tend to see a torch or a tactical light of some kind equipped on those AK-5Cs in images and videos, so for the accessory in Battlefield 4 we'll choose the flashlight, which is the larger of the two torch options in game, the flashlight being on all the time, whereas the tactical light is only turned on when you aim down sights. Then there was two options I could have gone for the barrel modification, one of which was the flash hider, which would have made a good reference to the modified flash suppressor, which is one of the new features on the AK-5C over its standard counterpart. But when you look at military photos of Sweden's SOG, you do tend to see the suppressor used quite commonly in their loadouts. For the underbarrel attachment, while the vertical foregrip would have been a good choice, it is very rarely seen in photos of SOG, so instead we'll leave this slot blank for realism. So that wraps up another military weapon setup. This one was actually pretty good since we don't have any magnified optics to deal with. That PKS sight does look quite long and seems like it would have quite a lot of magnification, but in fact it's a simple holographic sight with 1x zoom, and while it does take up a fair bit of your screen, it's quite easy to use with that nice clear reticle. Otherwise, you can't really go wrong with the flashlight. It helps with your close range engagements, and with the AK-5C being in the carbine category, it is more of a close range weapon. And the suppressor also fits in nicely with this. You're going to benefit from not appearing on the radar, but the reduced muzzle velocity isn't going to affect you too much if you're not going to be taking out targets at long range. For performance sake, in Battlefield 4 you might want to go with that vertical foregrip just to tame the recoil of the AK-5C, but overall it's a very controllable weapon, and this setup makes quite an accurate special operations setup that also works quite well in game. So as always, if you do enjoy my videos, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up just to help spread the word and share the info with your friends. I've got plenty more of these real life military weapon setups to come, so if you're new to my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to be the first to check them out. If you want to see some full loadouts for Battlefield 4, be sure to check out my Battlefield 4 loadout series. I've got plenty of setups based on different movie characters which are quite fun. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.